Jesus, I hope you're not in love.
No, I'm not in love.
I've trusted you.
I want us to be together. I don't want to get divorced. I want us to grow older together. I want us to make things work, baby, please. I haven't cheated on you, and it hurts me that you're accusing me. All I did was to be honest to you. And it hurts me that you think that way, because I swear to God, I haven't lied. Like I promise. Like he's a friend.
Do you know that God is listening to what you're saying, to what you're thinking?
You guys, what about Gino almost fighting Florian in episode 17 of The Last Resort season 2? Did anyone else almost pee their pants? The minute he felt people holding him back, he's like, let me at him, I'll rough him, I'll tough him. Watching him try to duck the bodyguards, he looked like one of those Titans from Attack on Titan, but the really awkward ones. Rob the Knob was very much giving Jasmine the verbal hands in this episode. I'll tell you what, holding her accountable, calling out the BS. Jasmine crying and choking after being called out by Rob is so fake. This might be an unpopular opinion, but Rob is right. Jasmine has always been and still is a piece of shit. Wait until her beloved Matt gets a taste of her temper and toxic behaviors. There's a source that said they are not living together and the pregnancy was not planned. A slip happened and Matt was not ready to start a family and marriage specifically to Jasmine. It is said that he found a place for her to live. I think that because he was an aspiring actor years ago, he saw an opportunity to appear on TV, so he used her to get his 15 minutes of fame. He appeared with her in The Last Resort, will appear on The Tell-All, will appear in The Single Life, and maybe in The Diaries. I don't think he saw anything more than that with her. I think she is a terrible romantic partner. She drains you emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and financially. He could not be with her for long. There was even a woman at the strip club where he worked as a valet who knew him personally and said that Jasmine is not his type. JJ Austin quoted what Thin Source said. There was even a woman at the strip club where he worked as a valet who knew him personally and said that Jasmine was not his type. Yes, Lindsay, Gino's ex, knows him, and so does Tara. They spoke about him in a podcast. What I heard is different. Gino kicked Jasmine out around Christmas, actually December, when he found out that she had been cheating with Matt and she moved in with him. She also went to visit Nikki in New Jersey and spent time there. They had been in a relationship since she was kicked out a few months ago. Matt and Jasmine were seen in Florida walking, and she was covering up her belly, disguising the fact that she was pregnant because it had not been announced yet. What people are saying is that they live together and they're seen around each other all the time. I don't really believe that that was a slip up, but I do believe that he is going to marry her, but this is very interesting. Thin Source then responded, he comes to visit her to help her take care of her appointments, but they are not together. The source said that Jasmine begged him to try and work on their relationship, but he found her a place to stay. There were previous allegations that there was physical abuse between them and that it was mutual. Perhaps their relationship was toxic. She tried to control and intimidate him as she does with Gino, but he did not give in to her and she did not like that. Perhaps this is why she announced her pregnancy with Matt before the tell-all aired, so that they could push the abuse allegations under the rug. I do not see them together as an official relationship, just a fling. He had a desire to appear on TV, unlike Kalani's partner, Hall Pass, who never appeared even on her personal account. He asked her to hide his face because he did not want to get involved in drama and reality TV shows. JJ Austin then responded, this is all very interesting. I remember the alleged abuse allegations and she went on video and fake cried and denied the allegations were true, but I believe and more on her part than on him simply because we've seen how she behaves. She was very abusive towards Gino, so why would it be hard to believe that she was also abusive with this guy? It just doesn't make any sense that they moved to Florida together, but they're not together. This guy doesn't have the money to maintain a lifestyle for himself and her, and she's been really busy selling all kinds of shit to make money. She teased the other day a video that he came over to do the baby's laundry, but it's more Jasmine's bullshit. She called him her best friend, and he's definitely not her best friend. I'm definitely interested to see the reunion the next couple of weeks and see what comes out of that, and then if we are really going to see what's going on, but I think it's going to be a while before we really find out the truth.
It is us. We are the bond. We are the nucleus. And I hate to talk of people about that, but they are an accessory. They come and go. It's us. It's always going to be us.
You don't think you're going to build a bond with someone you're having sex with?
Jasmine changed her Instagram name. So this was an Instagram she created to bully Gino on social media, but now she changed the name to Jasmine.Matt_90day fiance. Quality family time heart, hashtag 90 day fiance, the last resort, Jasmine and Matt. Side note, Gino was at the strip club, frowny face. So as you can see in this picture, Jasmine and Matt are hanging out with a couple of Gino's family members. And I want to go on the record here and say, if you're an ex that is doing the most to hang out with your ex's family, you're a weird, manipulative bitch. And we don't know whether Gino was at the strip club or not, but even if he was, if he's single, it's okay for him to be at the strip club. To be clear, I'm not saying that strip clubs are a good place for Gino to be at, being the lonely simp he is. What I am saying is I understand how he could get triggered and go to a place that he views as an escape. It's kind of similar to when someone might have a gambling problem and something in their life triggers them and they go gamble because they're seeking that escape from reality, because I'm sure he feels a betrayal if some of his family members are hanging out with Jasmine and Matt. Trini Haven, this is why I love Jasmine. What is there to love about this? Or comments like this, y'all, it's called Gino's family even sees that he was the problem. No family would do this otherwise. That's a whack take from Nikki that all of the responsibility and the reason why the relationship failed is solely on Gino. How can you gather that from this picture? All this picture shows to me is that Gino has a couple shitty family members. There's a lot of family members that are on his side and coming at Jasmine, for example, Uncle Marco, Gino's sister, and a bunch of other ones. Julie responded, the rest of the family says otherwise. And then Nikki responded, well, I guess half of you didn't watch the show, ... He clearly was using sex against her to control her and was very manipulating towards her. Jasmine, for whatever reason, actually loved Gino. Otherwise, she wouldn't have ugly cried so many times over someone like him. If she was cheating all along, she wouldn't have even bothered crying over him or trying to make the relationship better. Jasmine is a pathological liar that can cry on command. We watched her in episode 15 of The Last Resort cry, promise Gino that she hasn't cheated on him and she would never cheat on him. Gino kicked her out of the house in year 2023 around December because he caught her cheating with Matt, the personal trainer at Planet Fitness. This entire storyline is made for TV. We've already exposed that numerous times. So if you're going based off of manipulation, you don't think Jasmine's manipulative? Are you out of your mind? Every single time someone's honest with her about her lack of good moral character, she cries and plays the victim until someone takes her side and comforts her and then says, you're right. Oh, now I feel better. Like, it's playing possum. Are you being serious? It's so many people, though, that think like this. Like, there's an echo chamber of women that just back other women because they're women. If someone called you a whore and you get up to threaten that person with physical violence, which is what she did to Rob at the tell-all, we saw the preview of that. If that was a man, she would get kicked off the show. I'm sorry, I can't help but laugh because she changed the name and she wrote fans account. Jasmine, we know that this is your account, Chica. Pretty obvious what's going on. Jasmine thinks that she's so hot and she can't understand why Gino didn't want to have sex with her. It bothers her so much to the point where after she got her cake and got to eat it too, she had not only Gino playing along with this BS narrative to make her look better, she also had the therapists. She also had the producers on her side. She had all these people promoting this open marriage because she wanted to save face and she got to get everything she wants. She got Matt's baby. She got to, have Gino financially support her and buy her a new butt and take her to the Build-A-Bitch workshop multiple times and dump a bunch of money into her. She got all that. Jasmine goes out of her way to torment Gino, but if she was actually happy in this new relationship with Matt, she wouldn't feel the need to shove it in his face like this.
Good morning.
Good morning.
He just farted. He did.
Oh.
He's a bad boy who farts.
Oh.
He's a farting machine.
Oh.
But still love him.
Oh my gosh, baby, farting is so relatable. Matt, you just farted. We should make a video about it so fans can see that we're a cute couple. What a reality TV robot move. Jasmine always calls Matt her baby daddy, but my question is, how many baby daddies does this woman have? I'm assuming 3, but I could be wrong about that. And unfortunately, such present day, it's not just Gino that Jasmine bullies online. March 27th, Jasmine posted a naked photo of Rob bending over on her TikTok. I've tried my best to blur out the photo in order to respect Rob's privacy, but as you can see, Jasmine wrote over the photo saying this: "This is the man calling me a whore, the same that offers BJ for $500 to men. If you live in a glass house, you know the rest, LOL. And yes, I'm talking about the knob." The definition of revenge porn is revealing or sexually explicit images or videos of a person posted on the internet, typically by a former sexual partner without the consent of the subject and in order to cause them distress or embarrassment. Jasmine has over 200,000 followers on TikTok. This is beyond mean girl energy, and to make matters worse, her followers were laughing about this. Here's my thing with this, guys. Even if you don't like someone, it's actually evil to celebrate that someone with a massive platform like Jasmine took nude pictures that Rob posted back in 2017 that was a paid for purchase post, meaning he sold this picture for $500 back in 2017, and she reposted it to embarrass him, and then told a bunch of egregious lies. Check this out. Look at what she's writing in the comments. Brooke commented LMFAOY, and then Jasmine responded, "Cause he claims he was faithful and didn't have intimacy for months with anyone while he was offering his services for money behind Sophie's back. The audacity." It's defamation of character because these pictures were purchased back in 2017 when Rob was doing that kind of work to pay rent. And for you to shame him for that and then actually lie about the timeline, because that was way before he entered a relationship with Sophie. This post has nothing to do with Sophie at all. It's 100% Rob's past. And you would think as an SW yourself, you would stop shaming other SWs or people that did that in the past. Guess not. Jasmine publicly stated that Rob offers BJ for $500 to men, which is untrue. Defamation of character in legal terms is the act of publishing a false statement that harms someone's reputation, which can be done through spoken word or written word. I mean, this just seems evil to me. Jasmine commenting, "Let's get one thing straight. These photos and videos of him are online because he sells them. He gave full consent the moment he put a price tag on them. Shout out to Reddit." So I'm assuming she screenshotted a post from back in 2017 when Rob was selling photos like this, and then present day posted it for her entire audience to see publicly on TikTok. That is so messed up to do. Rob was, selling these photos a long time ago. That's actually a violation of the rules to repost that content. Like if someone buys a picture on OnlyFans, they're only supposed to, have that photo for themselves. There's disclaimers on sites like that you can't repurpose pictures like that. So that would be like someone buying a photo from Jasmine that's a private photo. She could charge whatever price she wants. And then someone publicly posting a picture of that with lines blurred out, calling her a whore, or however they want to caption that. Yeah, that's crazy to do to someone. Just because something leaks on the internet, it doesn't give you the right to post this publicly in order to embarrass this dude. There is zero consent here. Rob did not give his consent for this pay-per-view post to be leaked on Reddit. If Rob posted revenge porn of Jasmine, everyone would be attacking him from every single angle. However, when Jasmine does it to Rob, when a woman does it to a man, isn't it interesting how that's not the response? These other women laugh. And Socks, we got Nikki Exotica in the comment section on this post. "Oh my God, Jasmine, I'm taking your phone away." Jasmine commented, "I choose violence today," with a smiley face, a heart emoji. Nikki Exotica followed up with, "You sure did."
Do you know that God is listening to what you're saying, to what you're thinking? The same energy you give, it comes to you in major proportions.
Jasmine is so hot and bothered that Rob held her accountable, called her a Anyone can go right now to her Instagram and comment, "Where are your kids? Why'd you leave your kids in Panama? And she will never address the fans' questions. You know why? Because she's too busy living her best life, having an anchor baby with Matt, doing the most to try and permanently live in the United States of America. I'm assuming another reason why Jasmine posted this revenge porn of Rob is because he posted this on his story. Man or woman, the only slap I'd ever accept and not try to avoid or defend would be from my mom or my woman. I take that slap and it wouldn't faze me one bit. I've been slapped by an ex while talking and didn't even stop talking. She hated that I had zero reaction. But what I'll never do is sit back and let anyone else come at me aggressively with the intent to harm me and not at least brace myself. Especially if I'm sitting down, I'm going to stand up and prepare for conflict. Especially if she's wielding a 6-inch heel over her head, looking like she wants to kill me. The people reaching out mad that I stood up to a pregnant woman that I would hit her, I would never hit her. But avoiding assault is my right as a human being. Stop trying to normalize infidelity and assault. There has been a lot of name calling coming from certain people, but when I finally respond, it's okay to hit me. What's wrong with y'all? ... Hashtag when keeping it real goes wrong. Some of this audience prefer fake people. Well, I'm not the kind of man that plays fake games. And if you're talking in my face, I'm going to call it out. Shouldn't have ever brought that shit out of me. Rant over. Yeah, I completely agree with Rob here. Everyone has the right to defend themselves, especially if someone is coming at them aggressively, regardless of their gender. I'm assuming that we all have seen the tell-all preview. Jasmine did, in fact, wield her heel, look very aggressive when she was coming at Rob. And for fans to get on him and make fun of him for defending himself, it's just outrageous. The tell-all looks very promising, and I'm looking forward to reviewing it together with you guys. In our next episode, we're going to be talking about Sophie, who is an immature brat with a constant pouty face. It's like she thinks she's baby, she thinks she's cute, going like, I can't even make the face because it's so dumb. Her little, I don't even want to call them vows, whatever she scribbled down about how, I would tell the young Sophie that she's beautiful the way she is. And I would also say, I hope you find love.
Don't ever lose your light and always be yourself. And grown Sophie has grown into a kind, loving person who deserves love and happiness.
And I would tell the young Sophie that you could enter a relationship with the guy for a couple of years, but he's not your dream guy. That was so disrespectful. That was supposed to be about Rob, not about yourself. It just showed how self-centered that girl is. Here's the thing. Rob is no box of chocolates. He is very much a flawed individual, and I know a lot of the fans don't like him. But I'm a big believer in character development and growth. And to be honest, I wouldn't really hang out with anybody on this show. I think they're all losers. But for Rob, I actually felt bad for him because throughout the season, you can see that he actually put in the effort to work on their relationship. And she just seemed emotionally checked out the entire time. When he was sticking up for what is morally right and questioning Jasmine, holding her accountable, she even said he's being cringe. What's cringe about doing what's morally right and speaking up? Is it a bit hypocritical that it came from his mouth? Absolutely, and I understand that argument. But that doesn't mean what he said wasn't true. It was true. It just felt like she got the ick from him the entire time. She didn't want to work on their relationship. She was there to maximize the amount of screen time that she would get in the final edit, which is why she asserted herself in everyone else's drama. And to have that kind of response where her head's tilted, like, I don't even know how to replicate what she looks like, especially because she has this raggedy ass hair in just about every scene. I don't know how someone can have the gall to talk about how she's from old money or her grandfather's rich and all that. Girl, if you're so rich, how come your hair always looks a mess in every single scene? You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't fucking Paris Hilton or some bullshit. I have not seen good hair on this season, and I'm not a hairstylist or anything. We're going to talk about it in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Comment below, subscribe. Follow me on Twitch and on Instagram right now.